is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Carr right away going to look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. He's got room past the 30, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 38, Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On 2nd and 12, Carr. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Ready?
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Check.
On third down, Barkley. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. The Dolphins had 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Steps away. Chandler Jones buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot. We've seen a couple of Super Bowls start 2-0. The first score of this game could have very easily been a safety. That was close there.
It was close, and while it didn't happen in this game, it's funny you bring up the Super Bowls, because that would have been, what, Super Bowl 46, Giants-Patriots.
You're testing my memory.
And also Super Bowl 48, which was Broncos-Seattle when the snap went over the head of the QB. And guess what? It was 2-zip Seattle right out of the gate.
Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know, some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Here's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, we have seen the stiff arm get a bit of renaissance here in recent seasons, and that was pure strength there as he forced his way into the end zone.
And when you think of guys who use the stiff arm so effectively, I go back to guys like Earl Campbell, Walter Payton, some recent guys like Marshawn Lynch. Let's go to the Wayback Machine. Bronco Nagurski, he dealt out a wicked stiff arm.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields this way up at the 17. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, Hey, we got everybody. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Here we go. 10 cycles.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
2nd and 11.
Right, 97. 52 blaster.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Flush and a big loss here as he's taken down. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Tried to create a little bit of that hocus-pocus with some magic. But the defense, not impressed at all. They don't lose contain on this very dangerous runner, and they get a big stop.
Here we go.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Yellow blue. Blaster. 6. Trail green.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he fends him off. And he's going to go down again. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together. They've got a chance of coming out with a W.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You can go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Carr completes it, and he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Jacobs going to try the middle. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
93.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Carr. That's into the hands of Fortson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down inbounds, tried to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really?
Yeah, that he is.
How about that? What about young Davis?
No, it did not. It did not.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
It's a room to maneuver. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Ready?
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. The drive keeps moving.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Gay knocks this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Come on, set.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run it again with Barkley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 78 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Ready up.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Buying time to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Tua. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Gay's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
6:37.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
694.
Carr now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
First down, Las Vegas.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 126 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. Here's Carr to throw. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
734. 618.
Throwing now is Carr. Going for it all. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Carr now to throw. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. And going deep for Hill. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Carr. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
93, 29.
Now Carr. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
7:34.
On first down, Carr. Going for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Raiders might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Dolphins 6.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This offense returning out there, and really you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
Got it. Practice.
To throw again on second down. Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. But just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Second down and 7. On play action, here's Tua. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Tua going to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Raiders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Channing tip.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Bond on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we went on the ride nobody wave, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr.